when we're graphing, we need our lines to be in slope-intercept form. That's our best bet. That's slope, rise over run. We start at the y-intercept, that kind of stuff. I think we know what we're doing there. Well, we can also be given the equation in standard form. Now, there's two options you can take when it's given to you in standard form. You can get y by itself, so it's in slope-intercept form, or you have a couple of shortcuts here. The slope within standard form just ends up being the opposite of a over b. So whatever that a value is, just take the opposite sign and put it over the b, simplify the fraction if need be, and you're done. Same thing with the y-intercept. It's c over b. All right. Once you know the slope and y-intercept, you plot the y-intercept and then use the slope, rise over run to plot a couple more points, and then we got it graphed. Let's look at a couple. Before we look at a couple, just mentioning the special cases. Vertical lines and horizontal lines. Slope of a vertical line, there is no slope, it's undefined. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Equation of a vertical line is x equals the constant, whatever that constant may be. X equals some number. Same deal with horizontal lines, just the opposite. It's y equals some number. And then you have a visual here to work with if you want. So there's that. Now we're looking at examples. So what I need you to do is just, whether I see it on paper or not, I need you to focus on what is the slope and what is the y-intercept. Once you identify those two, you can go ahead and graph. We start with the y-intercept, so 0, -2. And then our slope is 3, so it's 3 over 1 technically. So we go up 3, right 1. Take it as many times as you want. I like to give myself a couple here. Draw a line through it. Solid dotted. I'm just using different colors here. It should be solid, but it's fine. All right, there's our line. Next, still in slope-intercept form, so it's nothing crazy. The one thing I want to point out here is with our slope, we have a negative out front. I typically put that negative with the top number. So when I plot my y-intercept of 2 and my slope is -3/4, I'm going to go down 3 and right 4. Down 3, right 4. I could also go up 3 and left 4 though, and I end up in the same spot. So it doesn't really matter ultimately. It's really your call on what you do. Draw a line through it. Let's just make it solid this time. There's our equation, or there's our graph of the line. Next, we're in standard form technically here. Sometimes it's easy to just go ahead and get it in slope-intercept form, like this one. All I had to do was subtract 3x plus 5. Your slope is -3. Your y-intercept is 5. So let's think about our shortcuts again. The slope is -a, opposite of a over b. This is your a, this is your b, this is your c. Opposite of a is -3, b is 1, slope is -3. That checks out already. Your y-intercept was c over b. RC is 5, my b is 1 still, and that's 5. That checks out with what we mentioned as well. You have two options. I don't care which one you use. Like on a test or a quiz, if you ask for a reminder of these two here, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you to get y by itself. All right, so you have both. So we start at 5, and we go down 3, right 1. Or you could always go up 3, left 1. Either way, thought I could get away with drawing a straight line. I can't do it. So let's rely on that. We have that. 2 more. This one here, same deal. If you remember the shortcuts, just go with the shortcut. Opposite of A Remember, if there's no constant in front, it's just 1. So opposite of A is -1 over -2. You simplify the fraction, it just becomes a positive 1/2 is your slope. B is C over B. So it's -6 over -2. Ends up being a +3 for your B. We have what we need. Go up 3, up 1, right 2, as many times as you feel like you need. I like to take it to most of the graph if I can, and draw a line through it, and you're done. Reminder here with graphing your special cases, x equals 6 is a vertical line, so up and down. Y equals -2 is horizontal. So x equals -6 is just a vertical line up and down going through the constant 6. That's it. Just the opposite on y equals -2. Horizontal line, so side to side, going through -2. That's it. Those are my two special cases.